Apparently, God knows that in the middle of a crisis is the greatest time to work. But you got to work from a different perspective. As a matter of fact, he says, but someone will say, I have faith and I have work. Show me your faith, James says, without your works, and I will show you a faith by works. If you believe that God will bring you through, he says, work while you're waiting. Do something. Tell your neighbor, do something. Say it again, do something. That means there's always something to do. You know, when crisis comes, it creates unity. Hey? All right, me and you live in the same apartment, right? I live upstairs, you live downstairs, and we don't speak to each other, we don't like each other, okay? We have bad attitude toward each other. All of a sudden, the apartment starts burning down. So I grab a bucket, you grab a bucket. We don't speak now, we hate each other now. But our house is about to go up in flames. What happens after that? We start working together. You get the water, I'll hold the bucket. See, crisis turns enemies into friends. When the boat's sinking, everybody starts bailing. Now, we don't speak to each other before that now. Crisis creates unity. Number two, write this down. Crisis creates community. When people are in trouble, they have to get along. That's why God allows crisis, to bring love back into situations. Thirdly, crisis produces empathy. Sometimes you've been doing so well for so long, you don't know how to feel the hurt no more. And you become so heartless toward people who are hurting that God will allow you to lose some stuff so you can be reminded where you came from, and then you start liking people again. Give God a hand for that. See, crisis can bring you back down to humanity. And sometimes God needs to make you lose everything to feel with those who have nothing feel like again, so you can love them and help them. Empathy. Crisis also produces a sense of solidarity. We work together. You know, we've been telling you to bring a can of goods every single Sunday, put on this podium. We keep telling you, keep bringing it, keep bringing it. Why? Because when the crisis hit, we work together as a community. Now, some of you all ain't getting the message yet. You have to understand that when we all in trouble, we all got to help. And that's what crisis does. It also produces humanity. It makes you human again. It helps you to realize that you muck with your nice car, now you lose your car and your house going in foreclosure. You're back in an apartment. Now you become nice to people who are in apartments. Crisis can bring you back to humanity, give you back your sensitivity. And that's why it's important. It makes you simple again. You know, this is no time for you to go buy no iPod. You need food. Simple life. You don't got to sit down, what kind of iPod I want. In crisis, you don't think but that. Brother John, sorry about that. But you know, that's the apple fell over there. Yeah. You know, you have to deal with the simplicity of life when crisis comes. It makes you spiritual as well. All of a sudden, everybody want to go to church when trouble comes. That's why God allows trouble, so you can come back and worship. And some folks have 2 jobs, miss church all the time. Bam, 2 jobs gone. They show up in church, sitting right in the back there, praise the Lord. Jesus, oh Jesus. See, you're back to spirituality again. Crisis brings you back to spirituality. The Bible says many times, God says, when I take you to the land and you prosper, do not forget the Lord, he says. Least I will drive you from the land again. And God's doing that. You watch, in the next few months, church is going to be packed, standing, watch. They can be standing all against the wall. Why? Because when crisis hit, we're God. Atheists start saying, Lord, I love you. Crisis. It also makes you friendly with people. You know, some folks that walk right here, the nose in the air, walk right past you. Now they got no job. How you doing, man? How you doing? See? They friendly all of a sudden. Crisis bring you right back to friendship. Tell your neighbor, let's be friends while I got something. So when I ain't got nothing, you can, come a little bit of something, That's what crisis does. It works good stuff. It makes you peaceful. It makes you friendly. It makes you spiritual. It brings you back to sensitivity, empathy. Write this one down. It also makes you think of the common good. And finally, it reprioritizes your life. It makes you understand what's important again. What are the real basic things that are important? Crisis brings you back to the simplicity of life. Prosperity is dangerous in the sense that it could make you forget the source of it. And that's God. God will back off so you can come back to him. He'll pull his hands back so you can come back looking for his hands again. He knows how to allow you to experience night so you can appreciate day again. I'm not despairing. I'm excited. God's going to benefit from this crisis through his grace in our lives. Write this down. True leadership is tested in crisis. Crisis is the incubator for leadership development. That's why you can become a better person. Crisis is the source of growth and development. Crisis places demands on your hidden potential. Crisis reveals your true beliefs and your convictions. As a matter of fact, crisis tests your faith. And this is why this morning is so important. God is saying, look, I want you to hold steady in the middle of the season. Your faith will not fail. Your faith is stronger than the test, and your faith will overcome the test. We overcome the world by our faith and our work.